People repeatedly ask us a question: what is a good investment and where should we buy? Toronto market is getting saturated with many condominiums in pre-construction, and it's very hard to pinpoint what project would be a good investment. In order to figure out which one is going to be a good product, we have to do some calculation and some study to see what the neighborhood and the property values have been doing in the history. In Pickering right now, there is a serious potential to make money if you invest into condominiums. And the reason why is real estate is heavily dependent on supply and demand. In Pickering at the moment, there is a very little supply of condominiums in the market. This project we specifically are working on is because we really see a potential in making money in Pickering and specifically in this project. Also, from Universal 3 condominiums, walking distance is the GO train or the GO station, Pickering GO station. From this GO train, you can get to Union Station in downtown in about 30 minutes. That's phenomenal. Well, thank you for having us here today.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. We're here at the Universal City Sales Office, and now we're launching the Universal City Phase 3. We had a tremendous success on Phase 1 and Phase 2. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
So now we're super excited about working on Phase 3 because of, not only because of the building and because it's a Chestnut Hill project, but it's being built in Pickering, and it's been built where Durham Live is coming. So I'm going to focus on that a little bit later. But first, let's talk about Chestnut Hill and your success over the years.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you for the kind words. We've been around since 1981, and one thing that we've always been capable of doing is, I remember the old adage of real estate is always location, location, location. But one thing that we've always been successful at is we always know where the market's going, not where the market's been. And in real estate, you don't follow the crowd. You do as anything else, as a stock market, you go to where the crowd's not going. We might be a little bit ahead of our times, but we also know that what's going to happen in those areas. Do a lot of market research, a lot of independent research to make sure we know what's happening where we buy land, so we got the potential to get the biggest growth and the biggest gain in our projects, because it's an investment for us until we sell it, so we're always very careful as to where we buy and what we buy.
And from that thought, I'm going to drive into Pickering. We are in Pickering, and more so, like you said, back in the days, Pickering was something, or the east side of the city was something that you had to think twice before you were going in that direction. But now, there's so much population that has moved into Durham region, and Pickering itself, Ajax, Oshawa, Whitby, all these places, property values have appreciated quite well as well. So, if you can put a little bit, your thoughts onto what's driving these values here.
The transportation is here, the GO train is here. It runs every 15 minutes into Toronto. It's a 27-minute ride, 27 to 30-minute ride into Toronto. The casino is happening, Durham Live, which is a massive employer of people. They've just had a job fair, hired 1,500 people. They're going to hire another 1,000 people within the next little while. So that's 2,500 jobs coming here. Those people need a place to live. There's no rental units in the Pickering market, which means as an investment, it's going to appreciate. And as a homeowner, as you get older and you want to retire, your money the value that your property's gone up is going to be a lot, and you have enough of a nest egg to use the money to do whatever you want. You want to travel, you can go there. Right. But the highway got larger and it got wider. The city is a forward-thinking city. The councillors in the city are forward-thinking. They go back to the residents of the city. They asked them what they wanted. They wanted the casino, so the casino actually happened because the residents wanted it. So it wasn't a question of, well, we're going to bulldoze it through and let the casino happen and then see what happens. The residents wanted it, and the council listened to what they wanted, and they happened. You have the waterfront here, which is one of the most beautiful waterfronts in southern Ontario. It's the safest and the cleanest and the nicest in the Durham region here. And a lot of the things that happen around here are happening because the residents want it, and the councillors give the residents what they want, and that's very important.
Now, narrowing it down to more your project here, Universal City, that has a Phase 1 or Phase 2, and they have done quite well, and they've had a tremendous success. Now we're working on Phase 3, and then after that, what are the vision for other phases? Are there other projects coming up in this area or in this particular?
Our vision here was to build a master plan community. We actually were the first master plan community builder in low-rise, and we were the first master plan community here in the Pickering region. Our vision for this project here was to have 5 buildings, and now we have acquired the 6 buildings, so we have 6 buildings, to have it as a self-contained city. So Universal City, the name, which the name entails, it's a city within a city.
Right.
So what we've done is we have 5 towers, and then we have a 6th tower at the corner of Sandy Beach and Bailey. But also the first tower sold out in record time, the second tower sold out also, and now we have the 3rd tower, and then we have 3 more towers that are coming after these 3 are sold. And we envision to have retail, commercial, and residence. We have unbelievable water views. We have west-facing views. We have east-facing views. So every unit has some type of view.
Here's an interesting question for you. I'm an investor. I buy in your product in Universal City. And I'm looking, I bought it, now I'm looking to get out of it. I've made my money, I think I've made my money, and I want to get out of it from an investor point of view. What is my exit strategy? How would I make money, or would I make money?
Well, your exit strategy is very important because you have to look at how big of a market is for me to sell my product. So you look at a product in the city, and they're smaller units at a higher price, right? So if rates went up 6.6% to 6.7%, which they have gone up in, not rates, values have gone up 6.7%. They've gone up here in Pickering. Say, okay, you know what? It's gone up this much. Your market is still a larger market than you would have in Toronto, because the Toronto market going up 6.7%, what happens is that unit is a smaller unit, so the people who have to buy the unit are usually a single professional,
right,
and they need a certain income to qualify. Here you've got a bigger pool of people who want to buy your units, so the exit strategy is a lot better, and the chance of making more money are a lot better here also because you got the potential of a bigger market to sell to.
So definitely, hopefully everybody makes money on this project.
100%.
I wish you a tremendous success in the coming projects as well, and in Universal City Phase 3. And thank you so much again for having us here today.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to see your sales office, and hopefully we'll do lots of sales coming up.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks for your support, and we're happy to have you as part of our sales team.
Thank you so much.